We're here to look for one species specifically. We're looking for the Samar cobra.
Oh my God, guys, we got one. Oh my God, no way.
Such a beautiful snake, man.
But we're cooking today. I actually cannot believe we found one, and it's beautiful, look at it.
Yes, the time has come. Aiden, snap out of it. Tell the people where we are.
We are in Dubai currently.
Thank God, he says it normally this time. This is take number 3. Both previous times he said something profane. And this isn't a kids channel, let's make one thing clear. But some things are better left unsaid. Anyway, yes, we are in Dubai on leg 1 of a 3-leg red-eye flight from hell to the Philippines, which has good things and bad things involved. First thing that's good is we're likely to have a chaotic trip. Bad things, more possible kidnappings, albeit slightly lower than the last expedition. So we're looking forward to hopefully no truncations, hopefully a smooth sailing trip, and hopefully some really, really crazy finds. We're going to be linking up with a few of my buddies there, and yeah, we'll get things cracking, man. But for now, we're just out here struggling. You know how it is.
One last munch. Oh, little bit, hard bit in there. Broke a tooth. I'm gonna throw up.
Just a few minutes ago on the plane, this guy gave me his cake, telling me he didn't want to eat something sweet. Bro, you literally said you didn't want to eat something sweet, and look what he's eating now. Fucking triple Endomax waffles.
We've also linked up with our boy Ethan in Singapore. He's come by post-herping to hang out with us. He's not joining us on the trip though. Why?
Army truncations and a whole bunch of...
Sounds like a whole lot of coke to me, but yeah. He's just come by to say hi, and we're ditching his ass here, and we'll see him in February. All right, see you later, dickhead. We'll,
Inshallah, brother. Inshallah.
Time for a 3rd flight. Time for another flight. Yeah, time for another flight.
Where are we flying from?
Singapore. 2.
Time for another flight.
Time for another flight. What time is it?
Time for another flight.
Holy shit, man, we made it. We made it. A whole lot of stuff has happened since the last update. I didn't want to film too much, but we arrived, no internet whatsoever, didn't have a hotel booked, got a taxi, he brought us to McDonald's, hot-spotted off some woman, found a hotel, hiked along the side of like a dual carriageway with my bags like almost getting run over by cars. And now we've made it. It's 9:30 a.m. in the morning now, and we're getting out for a little stroll, me and Aiden, just waiting for the other guys to arrive because Alex and Keith are going to be rolling in hot. But without further ado, it's time to get on the grind. We're here to look for one species specifically. We're looking for the Samar cobra, the Samar spitting cobra. We also have a couple other targets in the area which we'll get to in due course. But for now, for this first leg of the trip, hiking in the agricultural lands and apparently people's back garden, private property. Let's see what we can do. It's crazy, we're getting kind of a completely different view of the Philippines than we usually do. Because obviously, usually we're avoiding towns at all cost, hitting forests, trying to get away from people. Right now, we're truly in the thick of it. And seeing all the friendly faces, the barking dogs, the kids playing around amongst all the junk. Certainly quite a sight, even if we're skunked. Look at this guy trying to get out of there. Get your ass back in there, boy. Get your ass on, boy. Look what we found in their natural habitat. We've assembled the whole gang now. The whole squad is here and we're ready to go. Sunset, man, sunset. We're supposed to be meeting now with our local boss, but he messaged me 10 minutes ago saying he just woke up. So that's been postponed by 15 minutes. But we're excited to get up, man. First night of herping in 2025. Let's go. All right, we just linked up with our dog Raffy and a local guy who apparently knows the works, and we're heading out into this terrible scrubby grassland cowpat head ass habitat. We're ready, man. Let's cook. All right, the first snake has been detected. The first snake of 2025 is this adult Lycodon capucinus. Obviously, this is probably one of the non-Samaransis snakes we would expect to find in these more urban areas we're herping around in. And sure enough, here it is in the flesh. And this one, surprisingly, not biting. I was holding it before, didn't bite me,
Let's see how long it takes until it gives Alex the chewing treatment, the typical Lycaon chow session. Hold on, also I got distracted by some shit that was going on, but there was a part of a Naja samarensis shed that was found just around this log here, so little bit of evidence. Anyway, this snake smells disgusting. Habitat here is super urban. Look at this, like kind of these shanty towns along this stream, then with these more like open, flat, lightly forested areas. Very, very high potential habitat for the species we're looking for. The king, he found his first snake, man. Tell me what it is, dog.
An absolute colossal, highly dangerous Brahmidi blind snake.
Brahmidi blind snake. Are you trolling me, dog? Brahmidi. It's actually a pretty big one as they go. This is the best snake we've ever found.
Well, on the way to 10 species.
10 species is the goal for this whole 8-day trip we're doing. We got 2 on the first night. We're really cooking here. We're really cooking. We've seen a few of these guys bobbing around the trees, but this is the first one we got our hands on. It's an emerald tree skink, Lamprolepis smaragdinus. And it's actually really common in this area, despite not looking like a common lizard. It doesn't look like a common lizard at all. In fact, it's really cool with the like green tail fading to a brown body, and of course the bright emerald upper body. And this is actually quite a small one as they go. They can be a lot bigger. I missed a grab on one that was considered like double the size of this one at least. But it's nice to get one in hand at last, and I'd love to get my camera out for one of these, but maybe not today. We're grinding and these are common. Oh my god.
Well, lads,
the lads are cooking. This is not marinade. This is the no, it's not. It's Philippensis, juvenile Philippensis. Sure. Yeah, look at the tail. Keith doesn't know his snakes. The clown has arrived at the birthday party yet again. Check this out. We've got a juvenile Dendrolaphis philippensis. We saw a few of these in Zamboanga. They were one of the most common snakes we observed there. We only saw large adults. This one's a baby. We'll give Keith the benefit of the doubt. We haven't seen a baby before, so that's why he couldn't tell it.
I thought it was marinade.
I thought marinade would be more likely. Keith, you know you have to light me to see the animal, right?
Someone shined me.
All right, there you go, guys. You can see it in my hand. I don't know what the hell that video footage was we got of it before, but it's actually quite a pretty snake. It's a Dendrolaphis. Yeah, it's a Dendrolaphis looking type beat, Cordilliniatus looking air. Pretty cool. Let's go. Wait, what's that you got in your hand?
Samarensis shed.
Samarensis shed. Oh my word. Oh my god, what happened to your hands?
Things that have given me PTSD about 5 minutes into the trip.
Oh my god, guys, we got one. We got one on the first night. Bro, it was only me and our guy who found it. And it was deep in a hole, but underneath these rocks. And obviously I couldn't film. Both of us were like, wow, look at that yellow hood, Aiden. Look at that yellow hood. Oh my god. No way. No way. No way. Okay, let me tell the story properly. So, boss man here, the legend, spotted it deep inside this hole here. And I looked in and it was there. And then we went round here, we lifted this up, and then I could see its head poking out from there, and he just poked it with a stick and it came jumping out, and we had it in a matter of seconds. In a matter of seconds, we had it in hand. Oh my word. Wow. Look at that, bro. Okay, I'm gonna put my camera away for a second. Whoa. No way, man. What a start to the year. Look at that. The freaking endemic South Philippine spitting cobra in the flesh. And when it puffs up, the yellows are insane. When it's not puffing up, it looks a lot darker, although actually when it's not moving, you can see so many more yellows. But wow. Oh my God, what a find to start the trip. We did it on the first day. I actually cannot believe this. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Yeah, try and just keep it hooding up. Let me shine my light at your shoe. Keep doing that, yeah.
I seem to prefer the black.
Yeah. Oh, let me turn my light on max power. There we go. And not just anyone, but an adult with some beautiful yellow coloration on the head. What do you think of that, dog?
Over the moon. Overjoyed with this.
Let's go, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
Dribbly fingers too. Sweaty running over here.
Careful, it's going to reverse into your
I'm not going to
crotch.
put any pressure on it.
Ooh, little spinning action there. Look at that.
When you shouted us down, me and Aiden came running down like prime murder sucker. zero pace.
Are you glad you came on this trip now?
so glad.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. This guy had to pull some strings to be here, by the way. Look at that. What a freaking cobra, man. I'm not even that big of like a cobra lover, but this one is next level, man. That black and yellow contrast. My word. All right, I'm going to take a brief pause from filming. Let's just try and get some of that hood from the front. Whoa. Whoa. Let's go, man.
Has it actually spat yet?
We came here to Davao to find them like properly in the wild, to like find a wild one ourselves in an area where people don't typically come to look for these. Usually people go in Bohol. And the guys here said they had a really reliable spot, and they were not kidding. They were not kidding whatsoever. And that is freaking amazing. Incredible. What a snake. What a snake. Hello.
Favorite snake in the Philippines.
All right, I got the other guys to turn their lights off, and now their lights are off, we can actually see this snake properly. And I got them to distract it without the multiple lights and it being able to see me. We can take a look. We got a beauty here on our hands. Look at that yellow on the hood, especially when it stretches out the interstitial skin, and watch as it like puffers. Watch as it puffs. Ooh, hello, spitty boy. All of a sudden, now it wants to spit.
You don't want to be a spitty boy in Alex now, do you?
Just spat again.
Yeah, it wasn't spitting at first, but now there's less like light pollution.
I've got saline on me as well, so we're alright.
We'll be good. This is incredible, man. Samar cobra. Whoa. In the wild. This might be like the first time on YouTube. I missed the action on film, but you can see we're just getting her, I guess we think it is. It's like a younger adult female into this bag here, and we'll take a look at her later. But we're going to keep on doing some more herping, man, because it's so early. We got it in the first hour and a half of being here, which is pretty good going, Keith, if you ask me.
Indeed.
So here's me and Keith doing some searching around on the road, and bro's gone into the drains. Let's go.
There's levels to the game, and we are shitters.
A lot of effort going down that drain for old Brody here, and it only turned up this tokay gecko. But hey, man, that's a reptile, bruh. Ain't no way he's going down there, man. Yeah, guys, everybody got to clap it up for this dog. He's got that dog in him, truly.
Prairie dog, that's what he's got, is the fucking burrowing rodent.
So on Mark's little flushed away tier endeavors, he rustled up yet another Sama cobra shed. This one a big adult as well. So yeah, they're around, and bro's grinding. This is just one full shed which has kind of been scrunched up. You can see the head plates and the eye scales there. You know, these guys said it was the most common snake in the area here, the Samar cobra, which obviously when you're herping isn't always the case. You're going to find some shitter species more often than that. But I don't think they were lying. They do seem to be really abundant here, which is real good for us, because that is not a species that's been seen many times by naturalists or especially herpers in the wild. And here we are, back where it all began, back where the night started, in this area that stinks like pure sewage, where we found the first trace of Samarensis in the shed skin, and our Lycodon capucinus, the first snake of 2025. I wish we could have thrown all the others out the window and Samarensis could have just been the first snake of 2025, but hey man, we're never going to complain. Never going to complain about an adult Samarensis, whether it's the first, second, third, 40th, 400th, 4,000th snake of 2025. 4,000 snakes in 2025, that would be crazy. I've done like at least 2,000 a year before, but I think 4,000 is, I'd have to be mangrove maxing for that to occur. All right, say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Saying goodbye to Mark and Rafi. We're going to link up with them again tomorrow, but for now, it's only like 9 p.m, but we are so tired. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Keith, what time is it?
It's my third McDonald's of the day. Possibly incoming stomach cancer, but you know, what can you do?
Man, you know it's been a good night when it's 9:30 p.m. and the lads have wrapped up. They're eating McDonald's back at the accommodation. Hell, man. Don't stop watching though, because we may have got our biggest target for this area on the first night, but we still have several other really cool things we're going to be looking for over the next couple of days. So make sure you stay tuned and drop a like on the video if you like seeing the target snakes being found on the first night for once. You know, you got to relish those opportunities when they come by, because it's not often enough. Too often you're grinding night after night after night, and you're stressing, thinking you might not see it, running through all these scenarios in your head where you miss your target, and then you've got to make excuses to your friends. Remember that in Sulawesi, Alex? Yeah, that was one of those times, but not this time, buddy. We're back. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Hello.
What's this?
So normally we would hit you with the rare sandwiches from 7-Eleven. However, Philippines has an extremely rare golden cheesecake magnum.
I just had a McFlurry. Otherwise, I'll get it, but topped with butter cookie pieces. Looks kind of good, low key. Wait, mango yogurt parfait.
Whoa. So rare.
All right, goggles are on. Keith's got the geek glasses. Aiden doesn't have any goggles yet, but they're in his hand. You know what that means.
And there we have it, guys. In the daytime, well, of course, we held this one for the day. We couldn't not. And you guys can see while Aiden shoots this incredible snake. I actually cannot believe we found one. And it's beautiful. Look at it. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, come here. And the best part about it, it's not even like trying to run away, just hooding up, facing us, so we could just snap some photos quickly. Look at that. Hello. And also, didn't even mention this, no spitting, which is quite a nice thing it's done in the daytime. It hasn't tried to spit once. Oh, spotted Aiden's diffuser just there. You saw it twitch. Very, very alert snake. Nice adult Samar. Let me get it looking this way for you, Aiden. There you go, buddy. Look at that. Wow. And it's just where we caught it, just a little round the corner, taking some pictures of these huts and stuff in the background. Beautiful, man. Look at that. I'm going to link up with Rafi soon and do some more herping today. We just got up early in the morning to take some pictures of this beauty, to see it in the daytime, because, yeah, I didn't manage to show it too well last night. At night, they never really stand and hood against you, but in the daytime, when they can see better, they love to just hold their ground and hood. And that is a beauty right there. What a snake.
All right, time to let the little jit go exactly where we caught it. So yeah, here's it in the daytime, exactly where you'd expect it to be. Edge of one of these like quiet roads around here. Hello? Yeah, just let it slide underneath that crack right there. I sense my home. I sense it, it's here.
Right, we can go over the top. Get the full body then.
Hello? Don't want to go in, don't want to.
Deserves universal credit after photography session with Aiden.
There it is. Let's go, man. What a start. Let's freaking go. All right, we are done with our morning Samarensis shoot. Obviously, you saw us release it, and you can see there's our boy Rafi. We're following him out to site number 2, where we've got a host of new targets. Rafi wants us to look for king cobra in the daytime. Obviously, the chances of turning those up are very low, but maybe we can see something else. And certainly tonight, we're going to search around. We've got some targets. It'd be amazing to see the Philippine coral snake, Caliophis philippinus. Don't censor me. And also, we got, of course, Tropolaemus subannulatus. So without further ado, we're going to follow our boss man to the spot, and I'll catch up with you later. All right, here we go, man. I forgot my hat back at the house, so we're rocking the Burger King crown only today. May I please have some water?
Aww.
It's going to be some good B-roll. All right, got our first snake of the walk. Oh, I'm dropping my phone. Here we go. There you go. You guys can see up there the Hatulopracina preocularis, the Philippine vine snake, just glowing. Whew. All right, here you go. In hand, we actually see a snake in hand today, which is good, because when you go out herping in the daytime, you are never guaranteed to see shit. Like, you're very, very high chance you're coming home empty-handed. But I'm quite literally not empty-handed right now. I got a lovely kind of I describe this as just like a greenish yellow. It looks very yellow to the eye. I think it looks the same in the camera,
but there is like a slight greenish tinge to it. It's not the most vibrant one I've ever seen, but it's cool. This is the Preocularis, the Philippine vine snake, a slightly different version of Prasina, different neck patterning. The head must have some slightly different scalation as well, because it does look slightly different from certain angles. It just has a slightly shorter look to it. And you can see it in the late afternoon sun here. We're far from done, so we're going to let this guy go back in the bushes. But yeah, here's another snake for the vibes. And species number 5, we're cooking. Holy crap, man. Our goal for this entire trip was 10 species, and we're halfway there in 1.5 days.
One of the best things about the Philippines is they just have shops absolutely everywhere, and they're always open. So we got some ice cold Coke and a mochi, and we're feeling real good about being skunked.
All right, jumping forward, preparing for night number 2, walking the same area we did in the daytime, maybe some slightly different trails just here on the edge of Davao City, hoping for a big T-sub. That'd be great, but a lot of other cool things we could find even in this truncated habitat on the edge of town. It's been a night full of snakes which are too high to catch. We saw a couple of vine snakes, we saw some kind of bronze back, probably Marinate, and up there finally we got our first sub, although this one again is just ridiculously high up. Probably an adult male, looking by the shade of it, how vibrant green it is. But hey man, that's the snake, the first one filmed of the night. All right, we just got something else just right next to that sub, and it's a huge Gonyosoma oxy. Look at that, really, really, really big oxy, coiled up actually surprisingly low down on this flimsy ass tree. So we're about to get a snake in hand, and even though it's quite widespread in Southeast Asia, I consider this an actually good snake. So let's go. All right, here's some in-hand footage using my new filming light. It's very warm, but I think it comes out very well. And you can see that blue eye that I was talking about in that last clip there. What a beauty, look at that. Oh, I suck at filming with one hand, man, holy crap. But yeah, you can see that blue eye, clear as day there. Such a beautiful snake, man. Look at that little reddish, grayish colored tail, and that blue tongue as well, the way it flicks it, kind of like a vine snake, constantly scenting the air. Just such a lit snake, awesome to see here, let's go. And here she goes, letting her go right back up the tree. All right, here we go. T-sub has emerged. Got this lovely little sub-adult female here, which has a little bit of crap around the neck, but you can still see immediately how different they are in Davao and why this was a top target for us, even though we've seen Tropidolaemus subannulatus so many times before in different locations. Well, firstly, the locality here probably has the nicest tail of any of them. It's kind of Laticinctus-esque, that tail. And also the bands on the body are clearly edged in blue with very strong broad reds, which is a feature of this snake which does not go underappreciated. So we can get a zoom in on the body here. You guys can see blue and red, really strong banding. Here, let me just grab my twig momentarily so I can move her back up here so we can see her on the stick. This stick is why she got so grubby. I used the wrong one. I'm an idiot. But here we go. There we go. There we can see that axe-shaped head and all around very nice individual. Yeah, they more or less stay the way this one looks all the way to adulthood. The ones in Davao don't really go through any major color transition. And one other interesting thing about these, which I feel like you guys, some of you may find interesting, is that this is actually the type locality. So the first subannulatus which was collected, which they used to describe the species, the very first one ever collected was from Davao. So this is the official, this is the true Tropidolaemus subannulatus, which is probably a very diverse group with a lot of like genetic divergence between populations, or at least definitely different clades, which of course we know of the different colors. And this is the type one, but we're not going to spend too much long with this because we want to try and get a bigger one. So I'm just going to let her crawl back to where we found her, just up in these bushes here. It seems like yellow is quite a common color for the vine snakes, because we've seen an extra 2 yellow sleeping vine snakes tonight, none of which were disturbing. Usually only get hands on with snakes we really want to see or need to get in hand. But yeah, apparently that yellow morph is common around here, which is interesting because on all the other Philippine islands, we never saw a single yellow one. Oh, Alex just spotted a snake. We got a huge Boiga cynodon here, like absolutely huge Philippine clade cynodon, which, and trust me, is going to look so different to the ones we're used to. And it's a first for me, so I'm actually pretty damn hyped about that. Let's get it down. All right, here's the man that spotted it with it in hand, and here is another very cool snake. Even though this isn't technically a lifer, this is absolutely something that I wasn't necessarily expecting to see on this trip, but I'm very happy we did, because from what we believe is that Boiga cynodon is a species complex throughout the Philippines, with likely a genetic clade on every major island group, with every major faunal region at least. And you can see this one, like we've never seen a cynodon like this in any of the places we've been to. Like it's so unique looking with those. Let's take a close-up look. I don't know quite how to describe it. The pale brown with the yellowish colored bands in a slightly different pattern. All right, we've been literally invaded by flies, which we disturbed off the earth here, but I finally got it to sit still. And you can actually see how cool of a snake this is. Like the pale colorations with the dabs and like little touches and splashes of yellow throughout against the contrast of the dark is actually quite fire. I'm not gonna lie, it looks sick. The tail, which in Thailand is always black and yellow, here is this like just black and kind of creamy pinkish white. Meanwhile, just a totally different body. And even the head looks slightly different. So really cool to see one of these out here. I've done a few herping trips to the Philippines, you know, guys, and I never saw a cynodon, even though it's distributed across all the major island groups, as I mentioned before. And in each island group, there's a slightly different looking form. And this one, man, it might be very nice. Like for the most part, people always say that like the Philippines forms of like cynodon are ugly. I would not describe this as ugly. I'd describe this as a very, very nice looking snake, and one that the camera has to come out for, no matter how difficult it is to make it sit still. But we're cooking today, man. It started off slow with a lot of daytime walking, but a whole load of nothing. But at nighttime, man, snakes are showing up thick and fast, and we're seeing some really nice colubrids and even a viper. Let's go. Came across like a man-made cave here, and just inside is like an old snake shed from a pretty big one. We think it's a Colognathus erythraeus. Let's go see if there's actually anything in here. Bloody hell, it's human. Oh my God. What? That snake shed is so massive. Obviously, snake sheds are always a lot bigger than they seem at first. But yeah, that's a big one. Probably Gonyosoma. All right, get me out of here. Oh, swiftlets down there. Look at this. This monstrous toad here is eating another, or has eaten one of its own. Oh my God. Looks like it's been there for a long time as well. All right, onwards, let's continue. We're gonna leave the stream in a minute and go maraud in some jungle in an area that's slightly better for sub, because sub you don't generally see too often along the side of streams. They're often more in like the drier sections of forest. So that's what we're gonna hit. See if we can turn some more up. So I'll catch you in a second. Bro, we are on the grind tonight. We're just bushwhacking through the jungle. We left that bigger stream behind, and now we're, I don't even know. It's been a good night though. Hopefully we can turn something else up, because we're getting so hungry, so we're probably gonna call it in not too long. Should have brought some snacks out, that's our bad. There's a frog here that's just guarding all its eggs. Just sitting on top of them, just guarding them. Pretty cool behavior. Oh, there's more inside that little tree hole as well, but it's just kicking it, just chilling on top of the eggs. Some kind of yeah, it's some kind of frog right there. All right, well, I've got something here. Who is that under there? Come here. Oh, hello. That is whoa. Ugh. You know what we call that? What? Shicing. Hold this. Check it out, guys. This is a COBRA Philippinus? Why? Anyway, he had his head out for a moment, but now he's like gone box turtle mode. But yeah, there's an endemic species to the Philippines, an endemic turtle. What do you think of that? You like turtles, don't you, Alex?
Yeah, pretty fire.
Here's another one in situ. Look at him. Someone's poking his head out a little bit. Hello, little swimmer. You get one guess as to where we are, and I'm not showing you yet. Oh, we're in McDonald's. We got way too hungry. Like, I'm telling, like, we just had to call it. We were like, yeah, okay, we saw some turtles, we saw a sticky frog. Let's get our asses back to McDonald's ASAP. And I'm telling you, this was like top three most enjoyable McDonald's I've had in my entire life. But man, what a night it was. What a 2 days. What a first two herping days of 2025. We're absolutely killing it out here. So if you're
So if you're enjoying the video, make sure you leave a like. And also, we run tours, so visit exploreherpetology.com. Who knows, we may even run a tour here one day, so stay tuned.